Hello students, Jai Hind, very good morning, welcome back to our e-learning session. Now dear student, try to understand. As far as you have attended the last lecture, in which we were discussing one important topic of chapter number 11. That topic which we were discussing was the topic of atmospheric refraction of light. And on account of that atmospheric refraction of light, so many optical phenomena can be observed in nature. Now, what we are going to do in today's lecture? In today's lecture, we are going to take now the last topic in this particular chapter. Understand? That's the topic of scattering of light that we want to discuss in today's lecture. Scattering of light. Okay? Chapter number 11, as you all know. Understand that's human eye, okay, and colorful world, human eye and colorful world. Understand, and in today's lecture number 5, dear student, today's lecture number 5 will be the last lecture for this particular chapter, and in today's lecture we are going to complete the portion of optics, means physics. We are going to complete in today's lecture. Understand the topic which we are going to study in today's lecture is your topic number 4, that is scattering of light. Dear student, you have already understood 3 phenomenon already. You have understood about reflection of light and naturally occurring phenomenon. On account of that, you have understood refraction of light and some natural phenomenon on account of that. Then in previous lecture we have studied about atmospheric refraction of light. Now dear student, the topic which we are going to target today, the topic is little difficult to understand. What is actually, question may arise in our mind, that what is actually scattering of light? First we need to understand this word properly. As an English medium student, you all know what is meaning of scattering. Meaning of scattering can be somewhat clear in your mind. Understand, like you people are speaking sometime that objects are scattering. Scattering means, simply speaking, moving away from each other. That can be called scattering. But dear student, just you try to imagine in your mind before we understand the scattering of light. Suppose, take an example. If you take let us first just try to simply understand scattering of water molecule. Just take an example. Suppose you take a glass of water and suppose this is hard surface, okay, hard cemented surface, and you have taken some water. Now when you allow water to fall straightway on hard cemented surface, what you see? You will see the water molecule, water droplets scattering this way. You understood, you must have seen this. So like this phenomenon where the scattering of water take place when you accidentally allow it to fall from height on hard polished cemented surface. Similarly, dear student, scattering of light can also take place. You understood one thing here? If you want to scatter water more and more, you have to throw the water from height. And when you are throwing or allowing water to fall from height, the minimum area it struck, maximum it gets scattered. You understood what I am saying? The minimum area it struck, maximum scattering take place. So whenever water struck to minimum area, means the area on which water is incident from higher altitude, if the area is smaller, then the water will scatter more and more. Suppose if you have gone to some hill station, or like if you have seen some waterfall, you can see, understand that from height, when water is falling much height and much less incident area, maximum the water will scatter. This is the phenomenon taking place, dear student, in scattering of light. Understand? When scattering of light can take place, when light struck, like water struck any surface, similarly, whenever light struck any particle, light is able to scatter. Understand? So remember one thing, whenever light falls or whenever light struck any particle, it is going to scatter. You understood? As I told you, in case of water, minimum striking area, more is the scattering of light. So here also, minute is the particle, more will be the scattering, larger will be the particle, less will be the scattering of light. Understand? So scattering of light take place, dear student, whenever light struck any appropriately, no doubt minute particle, but appropriately it has to be as much bigger, understand, so that it can scatter the light. That means you studied in 9th standard, if you can remember, Tyndall effect. Can you remember? Tyndall's effect. You studied in 9th standard when you discussed about 3 types of solution. Understand? True solution, colloidal solution and suspension solution, if you can remember. Suppose three solution, if we take, dear student, suppose this is true solution, suppose this is colloidal solution, suppose this is suspension solution. In suspension solution, you do not need the light to pass through it. They are easily visible to our naked eye because of bigger size. Are you able? Try to remember 9th standard. Here, suspended particle can be seen easily. Here, dear student, you are colloidal particles. Here also you are not able to see particles in true solution. Why? Because when light passes through true solution, the particles, solute particles are so smaller that they are not able to scatter the light. So you are not able to see solute particle in true solution, but when light passes through any colloidal solution, the size of the particle is bigger enough. Though minute particle cannot be visualized, cannot be seen with naked eye, but though this colloidal particle cannot be normally visualized by you. But what happens when light passes through it in dark room, dear student? You have understood it in 9th standard. Suppose presence of colloidal particle are here in dark room. When you allow beam of light to fall or pass through this colloidal solution, colloidal particles are big enough to scatter the light, and because they scatter the light, you are able to see the path of light, which you call Tyndall effect. So when I am speaking the word that scattering of light take place when it struck any particle, the size of the particle has to be equivalent approximately to size of the colloidal particle. You understood this? When the size of the particle is equal to colloidal particle somewhat, the scattering will take place. Haven't you experienced Tyndall effect many times in your room also? Suppose, dear student, you imagine that you are sleeping in your room. The room is totally closed, dark room, and moment you open any window, just not complete window, you just open window partially, what you see? You will see a path of light in which you see dust particle, smoke particle, suspended particle, understand, moving. Why you are able to see that path of light? Because air is a mixture of so many things. Air is a mixture of so many particles. Air has molecules of air, molecule of gases, dust particle, smoke particle, other impurity particle. Air is full of that. And those particles, if you try to visualize, suppose in this room, even I create darkness and I try to see, the air looks pure to me. But moment in this dark room I open one slit and allow the light to pass through that, I am able to see those minute particle, understand, present in the air. Why am I able to see those particles not with naked eye but when light is passing through it? Because when light passes through air, this particle present in the air are capable of scattering the light, and because they scatter the light, we are able to see not only a beam of light but various particles present already in air. Okay, you have also experienced Tyndall effect by chance if you have visited any dense forest. Sometimes suppose you have gone to the forest where even sunlight can reach the bottom, understand, very difficult. Now if this sunlight passes through dense forest, you are able to see a beam of light and air particle rotating and flattering in that. You understood? That is called Tyndall effect. So one thing is very clear in our mind, dear student. Even Tyndall effect you have experienced in a room containing smoke. When light enters any room containing smoke, there also you are able to visualize smoke particle very easily. All these are, dear student, examples of Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect indirectly the topic of indirectly this topic, scattering of light. Scattering of light always take place whenever light struck any particles. Okay, but what should be the size of the particle? Needs to be equivalent to colloidal particle. At that time scattering of light is going to take place. Understood, dear student? So this is scattering of light. See, if you verify our material, just open page number 169, where scattering of light and Tyndall effect has been explained. Dear student, you have to prepare them as separate short note also. If you are asked, explain scattering of light, it is different short note. If you are asked what is Tyndall effect, explain in detail the topic of 9th standard already. Now, dear student, after discussing these two topics, one thing has become quite clear in our mind. What is that? That whenever light struck any particles of air, the scattering is going to happen. Now actually what happens, dear student, when water falls, you see the scattering of water particles, water molecules. You understood? You have even seen, dear student, in fountain also. It is a simple mechanism to scatter water molecule on which the incident light, so you are able to see a colorful fountains, as you all know. But here what happens, dear student, whenever the scattering of light take place, let us try to understand one particular phenomenon which we can see, okay, due to scattering of light. Try to understand this phenomenon which occurs due to scattering of light. That is topic 4.2 we are studying now. Why the color of the sky blue? Why sky appears blue? What is the reason for that, dear student? Even if you try to see the ocean water, you must have heard the word Black Sea, Red Sea. What it suggests? Does it suggest that the color of the water is red or black? No, dear student. You are actually watching it, color of the water, sometime due to presence of red or black color algae as well. You see the water of the sea sometime black, blue, etc. Why? Because on account of scattering of light. Why, dear student, the sky appears blue? First, my question to you, is there anything like sky? Not at all. Sky is not like this ceiling. Understand that I am able to go and touch it. No. Sky is not physically existing anything at all. Like clouds has physical existence, there is no sky at all. Then you again query your mind and question me that, sir, we are able to see a blue colored plate above our head. Understand? So what is that? That is actually not sky, dear student. Sky does not have any existence at all. Then why the sky looks bluish colored? Will astronaut or will person, understand, flying at high altitude feel the blue color of the sky? Many queries may arise in your mind. We are able to see blue colored sky, but astronauts see blue colored sky. Even person flying at higher altitude are able to see the same color of the sky. No, dear student, there is difference. There is nothing like sky, as you all know. Then also we are able to see that blue colored plate above our head. Actually, why this happens, try to understand this, right? Just try to imagine. Suppose, dear student, I am drawing one air particle. If air particle, understood, if air particle is big enough, then it is not able to scatter the light. Suppose the air particles are bigger and light falls on this air particle, no scattering will take place if the size of the particle is bigger enough. And as a result, because no scattering will take place, the light, even after falling on the particle, appears white only. Understand? Mostly you feel our sun white. It looks yellow, but it is white because sun is nearer to us. But you are able to see crimson red colored sun, means the boundary of the sun crimson red colored at during sunset or sometime at the sunrise. There are reasons for that. Have you ever at noon, understand, have observed sun crimson red colored? No, it extremely looks properly white. Understand? So what happens, dear student? Whenever light struck any particle which is big enough, then no scattering will take place. You understood? But as you all know, air is a mixture of particle. It has been mentioned, dear students, somewhere I have mentioned, understand what is actually the combination of air. If you read on page 169, I have given that air is a mixture of, see, Tyndall effect, first paragraph, Earth's atmosphere is a heterogeneous mixture of minute particles. This particle includes smoke particle, tiny water particle, suspended particle of dust, and suspended molecule of gas present in air. So now what happens, dear student, as I explained you in Tyndall effect, that you are normally not able to see all these particle, dust particle, smoke particle present in air. Normally you are not able to see, but it happens when light passes through it, you are able to visualize them because they scatter the light. So one thing is clear in your mind, air particles are big enough, not small also. They are big enough, though they are tiny particle, but they are capable of scattering the light. So what happens, dear student? Suppose I am just drawing sky here. Actually, there is no existence of sky. You all know. Now what must be happening? Try to understand. Suppose I saw air molecules, okay? Now when light falls on this air particle, air molecule are big enough at least to scatter the light. Understand, the air particles are so tiny that they scatter light. You all know white light is a combination of 7 colored light: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Understand, if you compare its wavelength, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red, violet, and this is red, violet has least wavelength, you know, and red has maximum wavelength. That also you know. If you compare the wavelength of all this color. So now what happens, dear student? Try to understand the scattering of the light. Okay, I am explaining topic 4.2. Why is the color of the clear sky blue? What happens? Air particles are tiny enough to scatter light, but because air particles are so tiny, they scatter maximum light having least wavelength rather than light having highest wavelength. That means air particles are going to scatter blue light more than the red light. I am not saying that all lights are not getting scattered. Whenever light falls on minute tiny air particle, all lights are going to get scattered. Remember this. All lights, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, all lights scatter, but the light which scatter maximum is the light with least wavelength, that is blue colored light. Okay, dear student, because blue colored light scatter maximum, it overlap other colors. Understand? Other color also scatter, but because blue color scatter more than the other light, it overlap other color, and that's why you are able to see blue color sky. So sky does not have any physical existence at all, but you are able to see that blue colored plate, that is actually this optical phenomenon, and result of that is scattering of light. Okay, when I am saying, dear student, that blue light scatter, at the same time I am also also insisting and also want to confirm that all lights scatter, but blue light with least wavelength scatter more than the red light. Understand, on account of this optical phenomenon, the sky appears blue. You understood, dear student? So this is the phenomenon. We are already observing that the sky appears blue on account of this scattering of light. You understood this? So one thing is clear in your mind, dear student. Which light scattering is going to take place anytime? Which light scatter maximum? Violet, blue light. Which light scatter minimum? To red light. That's why, dear student, you have seen the advertising signboard, then you have seen the nameplates of big high-rise building at the top. They have made the signboard. They all are of red color and not other color. Even you must have seen railway signal are also of red color. Most of the signal are of red color. Why? Because red color gets scattered minimum than the violet color. Because red color scatter minimum, the time it reach your eye, you are able to see red color signal from far. That's why most of the danger signal are also designed of red color. You understood this? Now one more thing, dear student. That's why the color of the sky is blue. But sometime you see our sun, color of the sun, understand, at sunrise and sunset. Normally during the daytime, if you observe our sun, it looks purely white. White doesn't mean I want to explain this, because white light emerges from sun, so we call it white. Okay? Otherwise the student may argue, okay, sir, it looks little yellow, but you should consider it white during day. Now what happens during sunrise and sunset? Try to understand, dear student, what happens near horizon. Suppose we try to draw it. Just take an example. I am not drawing the complete earth, but suppose you are standing here and this is horizon, as you know, dear student. Why it happens sometime that during sunrise or during sunset, the color of the sun appears little crimson, red or orange color? What is the reason for this? Actually the reason lies here. Here I told you that when light is scattered by the particles of air, what is going to happen? Blue color scatter maximum than the red color. Understand? Right? That's why the color of the sky appears blue. But here, dear student, see, one activity in your material has been given. You do not have to remember that activity. This is just the explanation. But color of the sun at sunrise and sunset, that I have already explained. What happens, dear student? Try to understand. When during sunset or sunrise, understand what is going to happen. Light before entering your eye travels some distance that you all know. But it happens, dear student, that if you think near horizon, suppose here, so air is thicker, you all know, and here air is thinner. So what happens, dear student, because just try to imagine this, okay, right? Just take an example. What happens? The layer of air is thicker. So during sunrise or sunset, light is going to pass through this thicker layer of air, and it happens, dear. So one thing is clear in your mind, that whenever light passes through air, it is going to scatter. Now, as light passes through this thicker layer, most of blue light gets scattered maximum, because blue light scatter to the maximum, you are able to see that light which is least scattered, that is red or orange light. You understood, dear student? So what happens during sunrise and sunset, that you are able to see the color of the sun, understand, either orange or dark crimson red. That is optical phenomenon which is taking place in nature due to this defect, Tyndall effect. Okay, you understood this? So in today's lecture, dear student, we have taken one topic, that is scattering of light. How you can be asked, see, if you see the material in Sawal Hamara Jawab Tumhara, I have classified topic under different title. I haven't given it as a whole short note, that write short note on scattering of light. Try to see. First, in homework also I am going to give the same question. You see, question number 19, that will also remain your homework for today's lecture number 5. What is that? 19. Explain scattering of light. In that you have to write topic number 4. Next, what is Tyndall effect? Explain in detail. You have to write topic 4.1. That way the design in material. Then 21. Why sky appears blue? Topic 4.2. The sky appears blue because of reason, scattering of light. Then question 22. Why does the sky appears dark to astronaut instead of blue? So you all know, dear student, as I told you in start, that we are living and our earth is surrounded by layer of atmosphere, so light before entering our eye gets scattered, and that's why due to scattering the sky looks bluish in color. But astronauts are traveling in space, and even person flying at higher altitude, at that altitude also air is quite thinner, so not much scattering of light will take place. As a result, it doesn't mean that person flying at higher altitude or astronaut feel the sky blue color. They see the sky as dark as we see at night. You understood this, dear student? And 23. Why the color of the sun appears reddish early in morning and in the evening? You understood? So what is homework for today's lecture from Sawal Hamara Jawab Tumhara? You have to write question number 19 to 23 in homework today. Okay, dear student? So with today's lecture, the last topic, scattering of light, we are completing chapter 11, and with this we are completing your optics also. Okay, optics, two chapter 10 and 11 get completed with today's lecture number 5. Okay, complete your homework and send online in time. Okay, thank you very much.